one of our foodie friends, is back with another season of her fun show on PBS. Rachel Belle is both the host of the podcast Your Last Meal and the host of the Nosh on PBS. She's back with us now with an update on the new season of the Nosh, along with some great tips to help us cut down on food waste. We love when you're here.
I love
Welcome.
coming here. This feels like my second home.
Oh, we love hearing that. So tell us about the new season for people that haven't watched yet.
Yes. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, the Nosh on Cascade PBS. We have 8 episodes this season. It is all local food and drink storytelling. So the first 2 episodes revolve around zero waste. So in the first episode, sustainable chef Joel Gamaran, who is local, he also has a PBS show. He comes to my house. We open my fridge, which why didn't I clean it out first? I don't know.
Because you're real. We like the authenticity.
It's too real. And then he finds all of these scraps and stems and things that would have ended up in the compost bin, and we make this meal that could actually be served in a restaurant. So good. In season 2, I got to go down to Portland to Salt and Straw headquarters. You might know that they make really interesting ice cream flavors. Yes. Yeah, they'll put things like bone marrow, bugs. And so they do every April their upcycled food series where they take food that would have ended up in the dumpster. So they work with this nonprofit called Urban Gleaners in Portland. And all of this food that comes from restaurants, corporate cafeterias, farms, that is perfectly good, but they're going to throw away for whatever reason. And Salt and Straw takes that and makes ice cream with it. And we got to make a flavor on the fly. We just went through and picked out things. It was so fun.
Can you tell me what the flavor was like? No? Okay, people have to watch.
That episode is out today. So you can watch that today.
Okay, and how can people watch too?
You can watch either on the TV, on Channel 9.
Television.
Yes, at 8:50 p.m. on Thursdays, or you can watch anytime. You could watch it right now at cascadepbs.org, or you can get the Cascade PBS app.
Oh, amazing. Okay, and you brought some hacks, on how to eliminate some food waste. And we're starting down here, so walk me through your first tip.
So these are all things that I do in my kitchen, and I try to force on other people. So I'm going to force it on you right now. So this got a little bit crushed in the car, but when you buy scallions, if you come home and immediately just put them root side down in a little bit of water, they will keep growing. So this right here is like all new growth.
Extra, what?
Yes, and then you can just trim off the tops when you need them. I buy half as many scallions now. You can just keep it on the counter and they will last for weeks, where if you keep them in the plastic bag in the fridge, they'll get slimy,
100%.
pretty quickly. So I always do this, and I just keep it like up against the wall so it's not dangling like this.
And again, how long would that last?
For me, I can keep them up to a month.
What?
Yeah, it's great. And yeah, it's kind of fun just to see them growing. And if you really wanted to, you could plant that in your garden, and then it would really grow and take off.
Whoa, okay, I'm mind blown right now. Spices too, you have some tips here. What's going on?
Yeah, so I think a lot of the time people make a recipe and you need some spices, but you're not gonna really use that spice for anything else. You need like 2 tablespoons. So I'll go and buy it in bulk, but I bring my own little containers to the grocery store. So for example, I'll go to Town and Country in Ballard because they have bulk spices. I save my old spice jars. You go up to the register and you ask them to do a tear, which means they will weigh this glass. You can kind of see the sticker here.
Yeah.
They will write down how much this glass weighs so that when you fill up with spices, they're not going to charge you for the weight of the glass. You'll only pay for how much the spices weigh. And then you're not wasting spices and buying the whole jar, which spices get stale within a year. You're supposed to throw them away. No one's really going through a whole thing in a year.
No.
So this way I'll pay 35 cents for the cumin that I need for this recipe.
Right.
So you save money and you're not wasting as much.
And you're not using all the baggies and everything that people can give you too. That's just sustainability, people.
Yes, and I keep these in my trunk in my reusable bags because otherwise you always forget them and you end up using the bag. So that's my little spicy tip.
Spicy tip. And moving on, you have a soap situation
this is one
here,
of my
package free.
Yes, so I buy this from the Ballard Farmers Market. It is a package free solid soap. The company is called Sage on a Mountain. It is a local woman who makes them. The thing everybody wants to know is it going to get sudsy? Yes. So I keep it on my little dish soap plate and it will stick after a couple uses. And then, I just use my wet sponge, and it will lather up just as much as the liquid stuff.
Gosh.
And it lasts for months. And so then you don't have that big plastic bottle in your house of blue liquid. Why is it blue? What is this made out of?
I do always want to know, why is it blue?
Yes, and you're putting it on your dishes that you're
True.
eating off of. So this is natural. It works great. She has scents in peppermint and also, what's the other one? Lemongrass.
Oh my gosh.
So they smell
local
good.
too. That's amazing. You can support
Yes.
local.
Yes.
Towels. We're always like paper towels. I'm one of those people that probably uses way too much. So this is a good
these
tip.
These are like for napkins.
Oh.
These ones are instead of paper towels. So these are called Swedish dishcloths. And you'll notice nothing's like perfect here because I don't want to make it look like it's just some magazine thing. Like this is what it looks like at your house,
Yeah.
like just things look how they look. But I got these at Costco. You can get them at basically any grocery store. They are stiff like this when they're dry, and then you get them wet and they get soft. This is what I use to do my counters at home, my kitchen counters, my table. I actually use them in the bathroom as well. And then you put them in the washing machine, or you can put them in like a bleach solution, and don't put them in the dryer so you can wash them because otherwise they're going to get gross.
Right, gunky.
But when you're totally done with them, you'll see what happens to them eventually. You put them in the compost bin. They're compostable.
Gosh.
So my goal, this sounds so annoying and pretentious, but it's true. My goal was to use 1 roll of paper towels a year, and now I'm down to, I use 1 roll of paper towels every 2 years.
You're kidding.
Because of these. I only use paper towels if I'm making bacon for the grease, if there's like something with a pet mess, which I don't do very often, and I bring them camping. But otherwise,
these are your guys. Okay, Swedish. These were
Swedish
right?
dishcloths.
Swedish dishcloth. Okay,
Yes.
and then I skipped the napkins.
Napkins, which people know about cloth napkins, but just a reminder to use them instead of other kind of napkins. I have 3 sets here. I have 2 more at home because inevitably they're going to be in the hamper, and then you're going to pick up a paper napkin. If you have a bunch, you'll never run out. If you get them in like darker colors and patterns, you won't see the stains.
Yes.
And yeah. It's
Cute
just
patterns.
Because if you get them
These
white,
guys
you're not
too.
going to want to use them. You're like, oh no, now they look gross.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Ziploc, instead of Ziploc bags, what do we have here?
Instead of Ziplocs, these are silicone resealable bags that they seal really, really well. Like, oh, it feels so good.
It does.
And then you can wash these out. You can put them in the dishwasher. They're heat resistant. I love these for camping and backpacking. If you did like your own dehydrated food, you can pour the hot water directly in here and let it sit. And then they make these ones that stand up like this. So I just have, apple slices in here, but this is what I bring like for my work lunch in here, and
So
just
easy
even
to
in the
clean.
fridge. Yeah, so instead, you open cheese, just stick it in here. You can put all your leftovers. But if I do have Ziplocs, which I use for some things, I wash them out and I dry them. I'm so
All
annoying.
the pro tips. I love it.
I have to say, my mom hates all of this. When she visits, she's like, just give me a paper towel. And I'm like, no. You have to train people.
You get this.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. We love it as
Thanks, Kelly.
always. And just a reminder, new episodes of The Nosh air every Thursday night at 8:50 p.m. on TV or anytime on the Cascade PBS app.